That's why you shouldn't keep your funds on exchanges. You should move them out. Don't be like William.
Don't make the same errors we've made. That's why we're here.
So you learn from our mistakes. Our many expensive mistakes.
So you don't do it again.
Yeah.
I always raise my hand.
I don't know how you do that.
Hello. Welcome back to another week.
Sometimes crypto.
The unscripted
Crypto podcast.
Heyo.
Heyo.
I didn't throw my hands up this time.
Yes, you did.
I did it, but
they're not cutting that out. I hope they don't. Don't cut it. Catch them.
I have this habit of just throwing my hands up in the air.
When he does the AO.
Ew. Cool. So this is gonna be airing
next week.
9/14.
So information, by the time you hear it, maybe a little old, depending.
Just a bit. We had to do a pre-recording.
Alex is going to the enemy.
That's not true, William.
He's going to the enemy.
That is not true.
He doesn't want to talk about it.
Don't listen to what he's saying. Those are false claims. I'm just going to be out of town for another week.
Going to the enemy.
No enemies. Friends. Only friends.
They're not friends.
Yes, they are.
The people may be friends.
I have friends.
The other thing, the thing that's, the thing is not their friend.
Okay, so
we won't talk.
Just because of what you're saying, I want this aired on Friday, not Thursday.
When you're back, when I'm catching I can do that. It might have been already. It would probably have been aired that day. Trust me, depending on how long everything takes to download, it would have. I'll air it on. This will be aired Friday, not 9/14, 9/15.
Oh my!
We're changing the day now.
This guy, he's trying to.
Oh, you're back for that weekend?
Yeah, I'll be back on the 16th.
Okay, good. We're gonna have stuff to do.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
As in the meantime, we got a fun and exciting episode. Mind you, we recorded yesterday, so
so we may reference that one.
We're just gonna cover things that we didn't cover, and I don't know. I have something that I was gonna say yesterday, but I was like, you know what? I'll bucket it.
What is it?
It's
because we didn't, just for reference for everyone who the last episode isn't out. By the time you see this, it would have been out. We didn't even talk about what you want to talk about to the very end.
Yeah, you guys completely side railed my whole story. I had a story, very sad but interesting story.
It's a murder.
Check it out. Last episode. Click the little thing on the corner. I don't know which corner it will be.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah, so I in the editing, once you upload,
no one cares.
Whatever. There was a tweet by Joe Pompliano.
By Joe Pompliano?
Yeah.
Oh, Anthony's brother?
Yeah, brother of Anthony. For a new stadium in Madrid, the new Real Madrid stadium.
Oh, they're coming out with a new stadium?
Yeah, well, they updated it completely.
But they haven't started work though.
No, it's completed.
Oh, it's
completed. Okay. So the cool thing about the stadium is that it has a fully retractable
roof?
Pitch. No, the floor.
Oh, the pitch is fully retractable.
Yeah, the grass.
Yeah.
Can be stored underneath the stadium with a fully automated system. It has ventilation, AC, like LED lighting.
The pitch?
Yeah, no, underground.
Oh snap! That's
so
cool.
There's like a conveyor belt that goes in, picks up like a little patch, and pulls it in and conveys it down and places it inside. So it kind of like reverse engineers the pitch underneath the stadium. Are you pulling up the tweet?
No, I'm putting up something else related to this that I also heard, but I'll bring up now.
Yeah. So it pretty much helps maintain the pitch completely, like healthy with remote controlled, like sensitive.
Do you know how much it costs, by the way?
I don't know how much it costs. It wasn't part of the tweet. I didn't look into that.
Oh, okay, cool.
It does look super cool, like in action. Like it's literally fascinating. But it allows them to host basketball games, concerts, trade shows.
Not just soccer, since the pitch is removable.
Exactly, in like no time.
Question: I don't know how much. I don't know how much if you only saw the tweet. So for the most part, soccer stadiums or football stadiums, however I don't want to offend nobody. The entire green, the entire pitch for the most part, is the entire pitch retractable? Because I know it goes corner to corner in those type of stadiums. Like it's all green.
Yeah.
It's not like basketball where the entire floor is removable and everything just gets moved. Is it the same idea?
Yeah. So the entire floor.
All of it.
All of
Anything that has grass is completely movable.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Everything with the grass gets that. Not just the field, like where the players play. The entire thing goes under.
Oh, snap. Cool.
Yeah. So there will be no grass like left over once they complete it.
Oh, that's
like
wild.
once it goes under the.
Got you. So no, what that brain me remembered was, so for the Inter Miami, we got Messi now. Everything skyrocketed. So with that, Inter Miami plays like 30 minutes away from Miami. Like they play in Fort Lauderdale in the what is it called? The DRV PNK Stadium. What a hell of a name.
So they don't play in Miami?
No, they play in Fort Lauderdale, like 30 minutes north of us. So they're gonna make a new stadium. They just put ground on it, closer to Miami.
Okay.
Like in Miami. With 25,000 seats. That's all I see here.
25,000 total seats.
20. Yeah. Pretty not crazy big.
No, compared to
soccer, like no, those are pretty big. Also, I think it's because of the space in Miami is just very limited to have.
Yeah, it's already super cramped over here.
Yeah. But that's something else that I saw.
Yeah.
So interesting stuff coming.
Yeah.
Oh, and the city of Miami is the one who signed it off.
Oh, is it gonna be supported by?
I think they're probably the stadium is owned by them, and then the club just rents it out, something like that. I'm not sure exactly how it works. It's gonna be. It says it opened in 2025, so 2 years. Pretty fast.
So I found some more information.
Oh, cool.
The renovation, because it's not like a new stadium.
Yeah, they just rebuilt everything.
Cost 1 billion euros.
Oh my god, that's like a stupid amount.
Yeah, but according to Pampliano, they expect billions in additional revenue because of the fact that they could just
because you can just play everything.
Exactly.
Concerts
and like you could literally get ready immediately after a game, just switch it over and it moves down.
Nice.
And then the people could start staging.
That's stupid.
It's really
anything
crazy.
Crypto related on that?
Crypto related on that specifically? No.
Losers.
No.
They should have had some crypto stuff too.
Yeah. That would have been cool, right?
Right? And as you said, Madrid?
Yeah, it's Madrid. Real Madrid.
Join me for a game?
Oh yeah, for sure.
These are foreshadowings.
For sure.
Join me for a game, buddy?
It's only foreshadowing if you don't say it's foreshadowing.
It's a
I'm kidding.
Is that how that works?
I think so.
I don't know.
I think so. Like if I say like the word banana now and then like later on just start eating a banana.
Oh, you foreshadow you're gonna need a bit.
Yeah.
My fault. I ruined the game.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, all Williams foreshadowing is that he's a big Real Madrid fan.
Definitely not.
What?
Barcelona.
Oh. So, yeah, I saw that and I was like, that looks really cool, and it was pretty interesting.
We should catch an Inter Miami game now. I remember this.
Yeah.
Watch Messi play one.
Might as well. I mean, they're only
$600. We should have watched it when it was 25. Would have been so much more affordable.
We should. The thing was, we messed up on that. We should have gotten tickets when it was.
We should have gotten season tickets.
Yeah, it's like, what are we gonna do?
Sell it?
Might as well go. Like
no, and sell the tickets now that Messi.
Oh yeah, now that Messi's playing, you could sell the tickets.
Yeah.
For a lot more. But like, that would have been like an easy way for us to kill some time. Not kill some time, but like enjoy like
something.
Yeah.
Whatever. So, onto some crypto-related news, just because it popped in my head. I don't think we brought it up. Did we ever bring up Grayscale winning its lawsuit?
No, we did not bring up Grayscale. Well, what lawsuit? For the audience, of course.
Oh, I was in the gallery. Yeah, I was gonna break it down real quick. Oh. So, everyone, if you don't know, there's this company called Grayscale. Grayscale. I know it's Grayscale, but it's basically a Bitcoin fund where you give them money and they're allowed to buy Bitcoin. It's more so of a trust. You can't really sell it back. You can't buy it out. You can't move it. You can't really touch it. So they've been one of the early ones that have been trying to get rid. It's called GBTC, by the way. Like that's their GBTC, if I'm not mistaken.
Is that their ticker symbol?
That's their ticker symbol.
It's Grayscale Investments.
Grayscale, yeah. So what's interesting about them, they've been trying to basically convert it into a spot ETF for the longest. And the SEC has been giving them the same garbage excuse that they cannot do it. Crypto's not safe enough, this, that, and the other. So the past week, if you saw it, you saw Bitcoin do a little pump right there from like 24, 23 maybe. I don't remember exact price, all the way to like 28 at the very peak. That happened because in that moment, the judge cited that the SEC can no longer deny the Grayscale the spot ETF for the exact same reasoning. Meaning if they reapply, do the entire process, the SEC has to come up with an entire new reason why they can't approve the spot ETF. Mm-hmm. Now, since it has been rejected, this puts them at the bottom of the list to be approval, so it won't be for a while. But it does add more of a pressure on the SEC to either come up with reasonings or start.
Yeah, because Grayscale wanted clarification on what's the difference between a spot ETF and a futures ETF.
So those futures ETF is you're just buying futures of. Sorry, you're just buying the future contracts of it. Versus a spot ETF, you're buying the asset right then and there at the current market price. You're not speculating on the price.
Yeah, futures is like, if Bitcoin is right now, it's at like, let's say 25,000.
Right now it's 25, I think.
Yeah, right now it's about 25,000. Let's say if Bitcoin is at 23,000 in the future, I want to buy it.
You have the right to buy it at the set price you're speculating it to be. But that's part of it. So now they're being now, of course, Grayscale is not going to refile behind everyone else to get approval. And as of right now, they've repushed all the ETFs for review or to continue review until October, which they'll most likely repush out again and repush out one more time until September.
Review for all the...
Yeah, because since each one was filed at different times, each one is pushed out individually. So the earliest reply is like early January.
January, I think it's ARK Investments.
I believe, yeah. And then like the last one would be, at this point, Grayscale. But the idea is the minute they approve one, if they're all filed very like similarly, there's no reason why they should not continue to be approving them. It'll be a matter of timing, and that will just open the market up, which is good that they won that.
Good for big crypto.
Good for crypto. Bitcoin generally, because Bitcoin getting its ETF approved also puts Ethereum in a good position to hopefully get its spot ETF approved as well.
Which is also commodity. Which is
currently specified a commodity. That may change. We'll see what continues to happen as it progresses.
Interesting.
Which that would ideally, if it would happen during the next bull run, which as happening year always happens, or how talk always occurs, it should ideally be starting at the same time frame.
Catalyst.
It might be one of the catalysts to either maybe start it, or
like drive it up,
or continue to drive forward. Which is interesting.
Yeah, because there's always going to be that point in which like momentum slows down a little bit. Then something
like right now, market's boring because no one's buying.
Yeah,
but BTC is also not being sold like that.
Yeah, things are still happening all over.
Yeah,
it's just since price is pretty low, it's like you said, it's boring.
Yeah, and following that, so FTX, which by the way, everyone, because we haven't brought this up either, just because no one's mentioned it, Sam Bankman-Fried is in jail.
Oh,
he's not in house arrest anymore. He's been the judges revoked that, and they're like, nobody into the prison, into jail to be held until their lawsuit starts.
Until he gets convicted.
Which
fully convicted.
Yeah, which at this point I think they're saying like he's either getting fully convicted or he's gonna throw everyone on their bus essentially.
Oh really?
Yeah. He's like, you don't just want me then. He's like, I'll give you everyone.
That's crazy.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to come with some type of plea deal.
Of course. But the reason I bring that up is because on other news, FTX may start to sell assets that they hold to start making investors whole or somewhat.
Yeah, because they filed for bankruptcy.
Yes. You're asking me like a question.
No.
They did file.
They filed for bankruptcy.
They filed for Chapter 11, yes.
So they need to pay back there.
They need to pay back investors, customer funds. So there's two interesting things that I've read and I've seen. Which I'll have this. What I'm looking at, I'll have it up. It's currently a sheet of the assets held by FTX. Not the entire exchange. This is just parts of FTX US, FTX, and Alameda, and then some other third-party exchanges. It's all very separate. I'll make sure to have it in the description below. So the main one is what is most held by them is Sol, which they have 685 million price, which this is time of when this was made. So it's a little less now. But the interesting part was they don't necessarily have to sell these tokens.
They don't need to sell them?
No. Ideally, there's two ways you can make customers whole. You can make customers
return their tokens?
Return the tokens. Not the what they have, but if there are, for example, 5 million customers, you divide the 625 million worth of Solana between the customers that held Solana, and they get back their tokens.
Yeah.
You wouldn't necessarily have to sell and pay them out in cash.
Yeah. You don't have to liquidate those.
You don't have to liquidate the position, causing most likely a small market crash for Sol in the short term.
You could just liquidate.
You can just return funds.
Return the asset.
Which is also the same thing I believe should happen with Celsius. I don't know.
Absolutely. I don't know why.
I don't know why none of these companies are going to cash out instead of just returning funds. Obviously, we know why they're doing it. They rather keep as much of that asset they can without having to
specifically
sell it.
Yeah.
Which is BS, but not. It's all BS. They're all BS. We're fucking lawyers, dude.
Yeah, I mean, as an asset class, it makes more sense to just sell off whatever you can and stay with whatever crypto is in your pocket.
Correct.
That's why not your keys, not your coin. Very important.
That's why you shouldn't keep your funds on. I'm looking at my camera.
No, I know.
That's why you shouldn't keep your funds on exchanges. You should move them out. Don't be like William.
Don't make the same errors we've made.
Don't make the same.
That's why we're here.
So you learn from our mistakes, our many expensive mistakes.
So you don't do it again.
Yeah, dumb stuff.
Documentation.
On that exact same note, with Solana on that downward pressure of it being sold, cause of liquidation, it hasn't happened yet. It's being speculated it should be happening soon. It's not set in stone yet. Also take that into consideration. This just doesn't mean the Solana it's assets held by FTX. So they have Sol, FTT, BTC, ETH. Solana is the most they hold at 685, FTT at 529, and they have 268 million worth of Bitcoin and 90 worth of ETH. Then they have other coins that just go, small holdings from there. So if they liquidate all of it, it's going to cause a small market correction, maybe even a little crash right there, since it's such a big catalyst.
Yeah, since there's so many, like they're the number one holder, right?
Of what?
Of Solana?
Yes, that's because of Alameda was an that was I forgot its name. That was Alameda was the VC, one of the VCs backing
the Solana.
The Solana,
as a
the Solana project.
They
have a name, I forgot it.
Oh, like the
Solana project has like a name,
like an organization.
Yeah, but they're the ones backing it. With that same exact note, Solana also has good news coming.
Oh, good news.
Yeah.
For Solana. Development?
Such a nice development.
Nice. We got good news for Sol.
Which I think it didn't pump, but yesterday markets were a little red. Solana was like one of the only coins that was a little green, like 1% up from the rest of the market for like a little while. And it was mainly based on the fact that Visa, the biggest card processor, owning 52 of the market.
52 of the Solana market?
No, of the processing market.
Of the processing market.
Partnered up with Circle USDC, really Sol, to transfer funds. So to transfer stable coins to pay customer transactions assets. So meaning when they pay, to use those stable coins to cash out funds on the Solana network.
Oh, interesting. Visa's partnering with Circle.
With Solana, really, since they're going to be using USDC, it's Circle, so it's a Circle account. But they're going to be moving it on the Solana chain.
I see. Cool. So, using USDC on Solana for payment transactions.
Canceling out their payment transactions. That, for example, same merchant, you're the merchant you're buying, and you're paying in credit card, whatever, they would use.
I would assume it would be cheaper for Visa to.
It's much cheaper, especially cross borders. So maybe not necessarily in the States it would be done, but for example, if your credit card is outside of the US, you're in another country, you're passing it. In that situation, it may be more beneficial for the Treasury Department in Visa to go, you know what, this transaction will be canceled out instantly, but with stablecoin on the Solana network.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Which is interesting. Solana is being used what it was designed for, scalability and cheap cost effectiveness of transfer.
Yeah, because like to transfer things on Ethereum or Bitcoin is literally a pain. It takes a lot in transaction fees and mining fees, like just paying miners.
Which I will say ETH is also being used by Visa to do the exact same thing. It's not just Sol, it's both of them. But Sol is just a more recent one that they just decided they're going to start using that network for that.
Wait, ETH?
They also use ETH.
Visa also uses ETH, yeah.
But I think they use that for USDT.
For USDT,
more so.
Yeah, not USDC. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
links will be on the bottom.
As a payment processor, it would make sense to have some type of like research and development, R&D, being done on the blockchain tech because it is scalable. At least Solana is significantly scalable and cost effective.
Yeah. If
you can move a portion of your transactions of your business to that blockchain, and it works out, there's very limited like exposure to risk, while having a major potential upside.
Yeah. Also, what this adds to Solana, it also makes it more of a long-term play.
Solana,
in my opinion, it solidifies that if you want to bet on Solana, you have a good reason to, because now you have the biggest payment processor saying they're going to be using this this network to cancel out transactions on it.
I mean, so Visa has a lot of clients already.
They're the biggest market holder.
Yeah,
for that.
So what?
52%.
52%.
I think MasterCard had like 20 something, and then the next one was Amex at like 17, and then Discover had 4%.
Oh, okay. So I'm sure there's like plugins and apps that they already have running across multiple like venues and different pathways that they could take. Like I said before, just moving a small fraction of their business and testing out with a percent,
which is currently what they're doing, by the way.
Yeah,
like, they're just testing out, seeing how it works.
And I feel like 1% is probably just a lot. Like they'll probably be testing.
1% for them is a stupid amount.
Like a half percentage of what their business is doing, or something.
Yeah,
literally a small portion, and they'll quickly see if it works or doesn't work for them.
Yeah,
I'm betting it will work.
Probably.
There will be some headaches because in business there's always headaches. There's always going to be troubles that you'll find.
Yeah.
But that's literally, like you said, when you don't own 52% market share by accident.
That's a lot.
You don't own it by accident, and I'm sure that they have an array of developers, like who not only practice coding on their own time and just are already experts in their field. I'm pretty sure being in the payment processing industry, they probably have like a good interest in crypto as it is. That's cool. I'm interested in seeing what's gonna come out of that, and seeing if any business, because this kind of ties into what we were talking about with Nello.
Yes.
And how retail stores struggle with accepting payments because it's just another pathway that you need to take. More exposure, more headache in general for accepting another form of payment when there's so many other ways of making payments done. Right?
Correct.
And if you think about it, if it's going to be done in a stable coin, that's pretty much no different than what Visa's doing already.
Yeah.
Just like changing a currency, a stable valued currency, this case the US dollar, for something that represents the US dollar equally, in this case USDC.
So yeah, I'll read a quick little part from this CoinDesk article, which says Visa has also started a pilot programs with merchants acquiring WorldPay and Novi which process debit and credit card payment for business globally. According to the statement, their clients now may choose USDC stablecoin to settlement instead of receiving fiat currencies. So they're going to give their clients a choice in how they would like to receive the payments as well. Mm-hmm. So back to what you're saying with Nello, it kind of answers the entire, like, it's a headache if the biggest processors like, hey, no, we're gonna make it easy for you. Like, it's right here. You don't have to change anything. Credit card works. Boom. Same game.
Yeah. You could probably choose to receive it and like have a direct deposit into your bank account at some point, or choose. You said that the person receiving the payment will decide how they receive it, right?
Yeah, they can decide how they want to receive it.
Yeah, there's gonna be definitely a bunch of headaches with them in terms of getting it done initially, but overall, though, I'm fairly confident they're gonna find a way to make that work. What do you think? You think they're gonna make it work?
Make what work?
The venture into partnering with Solana.
Because they started with ETH. Well, it's not just Solana, it's Circle as well, because they get the accounts through Circle that they're going to be doing the settlements in.
Okay.
So it's interesting how they're going to work. I'm sure it's going to be in development for sure. And of course, there's going to be plugins and everything else being built to either make it more seamless or just easier for the customer paying a much smoother transaction. Because Solana already has Solana Pay, which is not fully out. I don't think it's fully out. I haven't looked into it in a while. What?
I was gonna ask, do you think that Visa will get into the payment streaming business?
What do you mean payment? Aren't they part of that?
Or
on the crypto side.
Solana, Solana offers payment streaming.
I don't know what you mean by
where
that. Direct?
as a per use basis. So like kind of with let's say electricity or VPNs, if you're using bandwidth or electricity, you send a payment towards a wallet over a period amount of time. So let's say you can think of like contract work.
Yeah.
Contractors would need a certain amount of money to complete a job in, let's say, a week time period. So with SoapStream, you could say, in 1 week, I'm gonna send $2,500 to the contractor's wallet. Once that week is done, stop the pay. Like, that's it. The $2,500 will be completely sent, just streamed over. So like ideally, it gives someone like a budget to work with. Okay, like you don't outright pay like people like $2,500, which is a lot of money, up front, with the risk of them running away, not doing the job, but enough to like be able to get the job constantly done. Once that benchmark gets reached at the week period, you could probably like just reinstate it or change like the terms to shorter time, more money, longer time, whatever you want. And I'm asking about like the payment method because the streaming things, because a lot of people use like Visa cards for, let's say, Netflix subscriptions, Hulu subscriptions. If you can find a way, I mean, I would assume, that's what my question would be, like, if you think that they will get into the streaming business. Because I remember, I think you said you were not necessarily in favor of streaming because what was it that you told me?
I tell you a lot of things.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming if you weren't in favor of it, then I don't think you'd be in favor now. But I guess that's what I'm asking to see.
I mean, my opinion can change very easily.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I would be asking.
Oh, I don't think we ever brought it up either. But PayPal also brought out its own USD
stablecoin.
Yeah, I think we brought it up just because I don't think it got much I don't think it got much traction. I'm not sure. I haven't looked into it. It's been.
I would assume it's only being used in
America. Yes. It's only being used in America. That's part of the reason why it's not going to get a lot of traction, because it's so
like limited
in
its use case.
Yeah, to the U.S. So it's kind of like, I don't think it's gone too crazy.
Naturally, I mean, if it's just something that's being done within the United States, in the world of crypto, that's very small because everyone could use crypto. Anywhere you are around the world, you can get access to crypto.
I talked about that at work today.
Oh yeah?
I don't know what I said. I was kind of just like, it was about wages, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna keep on buying Bitcoin. When everyone here broke and I got BTC and everyone needs money, I'm like, should have bought
Bitcoin. That's funny. So you guys you brought it up randomly?
No, there was a conversation going on. I'm like, I'm just gonna keep on buying Bitcoin.
That was your statement.
No, that was just my statement. I was like, I'll just keep on buying Bitcoin. That's all you need.
It always catches people off guard.
Yeah, for the
I was actually
They don't believe the bull run after it's been. They don't believe in it after it does it 3 times.
Yeah. I was
even though the market's changed a little bit now. But
I was at the mall earlier today, and one of the booths in the middle was this solar, like portable solar panels and a portable battery. So it's like a little, like, you literally fold it up, unfold it.
Was it like a big battery or a little one? Because I saw
they had 2 batteries.
Okay.
They had a small battery that was about this big, and they had a.
Do you notice? Did you see the price on it? Because I saw one of those online, and they're like expensive.
So he gave me like a rough price, but he's like, you're gonna need to talk to like a rep to like, this guy was just pretty much there to collect leads. So, if you're interested,
how much did you save though?
Like 10K
for the little one.
For the big one.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a big. He said the entire thing could. I think he said power your house for a good amount of time, for a few days, for like 2-3 days.
No,
he didn't say specific days, but he said a couple of days.
Okay.
So I was like, damn, that's crazy. But I told him, he's like, oh, like, how big's your house? I was like, well, I technically don't really want it for my house. He's like, what would you want it for? And I was like, well,
miners.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I was like, well, really, I'm more interested in backup battery power for in case power goes out. Because like, say running a mining operation, you stand to lose, or staking operation, then you stand to lose what you have staked.
That's what people do hydro.
Yeah, hydro's just consistent.
It just stops running water. This water stops running, which is possible.
Yeah, but it's like rare. Like, you gotta find. It depends on where you're at.
River gotta dry up, or a dam gotta.
Dude, that's why people also make dams.
It's fair enough,
because it helps when a dam is placed. It helps when there's like places of like rain season.
Yeah,
just store the water, and then just slowly let it roll out.
I forgot where it was. There was this dam that's holding back this water, and they were talking about how if the water ever rises to an X amount and they open this dam up and the water floods out, it floods this portion. If they open up the next door, it floods even more. And they're trying to hold it off and see like if their rain would stop before they had to open like the third, like all 3 gates.
Oh really?
And just like flood the entire city.
Oh, okay. That sounds familiar.
I don't remember where it was. I think it could have been Chile, if I'm honest with you. Now I think about it.
Yeah, that sounds.
I think it was in Chile. Like they were holding back this dam because it was just heavy rain, and it was like super, like close to like them having to unload it and just letting all that water out
because it was causing too much pressure on the dam itself.
On the dam itself, like the dam may have not been able to hold it any further just because it was so much water.
Yeah, so it was like a monsoon type season where it was raining like crazy.
Yeah,
and to prevent breaking
the dam down,
they opened up some doors so to relieve pressure.
And the one door wasn't enough. They're like, we may have to remove another, and then they'll flood even more. And then they were like, if we do the third,
the dam will be saved,
but the city's gone.
But then
the town is gone.
By the end of the day, also like, if the dam breaks, won't the city be gone anyways?
Yeah. You gotta make the choice though.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. You got because I'm assuming they're just they're playing off of probability, like likelihood.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what's the likelihood of the dam to break? And if let's say it's likely, like very likely, but not certain, and who's to say like the dam doesn't break at that full pressure?
Yeah,
you just ruin the city for no reason.
100%.
I think that's like the moral dilemma. Well, I don't have much like crypto news for today.
You saying I had the most crypto news?
Huh?
I had the most crypto news.
Yeah, you got a lot of crypto news for what we could bargain for. However, I can say I've been looking into Orcaed VPN. What is Orcaed VPN, Alex, you might ask? Orcaed VPN. It's not a sponsorship. That's for sure. That's first thing. Let me get that out of the way.
We don't got sponsors.
Let me get that out of the way. It's not a sponsor. It's not a sponsorship. That's a decentralized virtual private network.
Gotcha.
OXT coin. I am looking into it to see if I could use it on my trip and how it works.
Because you need it over there.
Everyone recommends using it.
Because you need it over there.
If you want
to have an iron wall, an iron gate of sort.
An iron gate, an iron wall, ironclad wall.
Continue though.
Cool. So, essentially,
it's not Russia.
This VPN is decentralized, which helps against the main issue that I have with other VPNs like Nord, Express, other ones, is that they're all centralized and are very likely to either sell your data, although they say they don't, they might, they can, they have the ability to do so, or B, worst case scenario,
get hacked.
No, that's a third reason. Another reason, they get subpoenaed and are forced to turn over their logs to officials.
I see that. Yeah.
So essentially, the fact that the other VPNs tend to be centralized, you risk the fact that your internet traffic will still be logged in some way or another, and someone could observe that. Versus this Orcaed, it's a decentralized VPN, so you could change your provider, like who's giving you the hotspot. It's not the hotspot, the node to jump off of, and you could do multiple jumps at the same time. So you don't necessarily have to be going from one place. You could to cause like obfuscation. I always have difficulty pronouncing that word. And say, you're in Russia, or you're in Indonesia, you're in Bali, Taiwan, whatever. Like you could be in multiple locations, or like just to throw off anyone like trying to track your internet traffic. And what I found about it is that they have like 3 different like plans in terms
Orcaed?
of Orcaed, yeah. Whenever you open up the app, because I downloaded the app already. I haven't bought any OXT yet.
Because you need OXT to use it.
You need OXT to use it, correct. So what you're doing on Orcaed is essentially trading the coin for bandwidth. Gotcha. It is like a marketplace for
privacy,
for bandwidth, internet access.
I got you.
If someone has some internet access that they want to sell you, okay, I'll sell you some internet access for some Orcaed. Gotcha. I'm not going to store any information. Matter of fact, I don't even know who you are. I just have a wallet address. I'm going to send some bandwidth to that. I'll connect to that wallet address. And
hot wallet, right? You're going to be using?
Yeah, that's a hot wallet because it's directly. It's on my phone. So essentially, I would find someone who's providing bandwidth. Typically, I'll see if whatever their pricing is or speed. Because the one drawback with this, since it is decentralized, is that it tends to be slower. Because you don't know, it could be further points, or like just an array of different like.
Ideally, though, if you pay a higher premium, it should be a better speed.
Correct.
Ideally.
So it just looks like a very interesting thing. It's open sourced. So, you could start off trying it with just $1. They say like $1 is like just a trial thing. $5 for US dollars. I'm talking about for people to who have like moderate usage, and then I think it's like some other plan for like heavy, like 250 gigabytes worth of tech, like.
So you're gonna do like the $5 one?
Yeah, I'm gonna try
$10 one.
Yeah, $5. See what's up.
But so does that cover like the month, the usage?
So it's not by it's not by time. It's just more so like an expected, like you're buying coins. That it's just so I'll be buying coins from a fund that already has these coins. The Orcaed organization, like they just have coins already pre-minted that they sell off at price at like that
On market price?
At market price, essentially. And I would trade that on the open market.
For bandwidth.
For bandwidth, correct. You could also choose to be a bandwidth provider, set up your own Orcaed node, and just offer bandwidth to individuals who are trying to use a VPN. You could become a VPN provider by hosting an Orcaed node.
And what does it allow? Like, it gives you internet access. What does it give you?
So, in terms of like, it gives you internet access from wherever your node is located.
Okay.
So if I have like untethered internet access, like no firewalls here, then the node that is the endpoint that is like connecting to the server in my node would have whatever internet access I have. If they need to communicate with someone else, I could probably like they could choose to like make another hop to another country or another region.
From anywhere in the world, or has to be like a certain area, or you don't know?
So that's the thing. I want to use it. I want to get it to test it out to see how it works. It's a proof of stake platform blockchain.
Yeah.
So there are like people who are approving transactions on the blockchain, and they earn some OXT from that. But there are like they do have partners that work with them, like other like I want to say VPN providers. Like there are major like VPN providers. Specifically, they got private internet access, Bullet VPN, VPNs, and Liquid VPN as like some major providers for some of their services. Like these are just individual entities that have nodes connected to Orcaed. They probably already had some type of VPN business framework already in place, and decided to check out what the decentralized market's like. So I want to check it out to see how beneficial it is, how like seamless or headaches, and just test it out.
Yeah.
Because it is something that I've been meaning to try for a while. If I open up the app, just literally Orcaed, they assign you a wallet address if you don't already have one, and then you could choose to link another wallet address. So like,
which one did you do?
I just got one from that they gave me.
Okay.
Because it's a VPN, so I don't particularly care.
And plus, you're not going to use it for anything else.
Exactly. I'm only going to put $5. So if I lose those coins, to me, it's kind of like, I want to say a little irrelevant, but because if anything, I could just get a new wallet address, could have a new association.
Gotcha.
You could build circuits, so you could add multiple hops before you start using internet traffic. And let's say quickly fund an account. You choose your account, or you could choose which chain: Avalanche, Cello, Phantom, Polygon. And so it's about 6 cents per gigabyte.
Okay.
Yeah, right. 6 cents US dollar per gigabyte. How many hops are you using? Let's see. Choose a chain. What chain should I use? Polygon? Oh, no, because this is funding through sending. Let's see. Traffic. No. You could analyze your traffic. I saw it earlier. I was
trying to set it up on the spot, guys. That's what he's doing right now.
I was doing this earlier, honestly.
He's trying to set up on the spot right now, and he's slowing down this production.
Add funds. So yeah, 12 gigabytes approximately. Average price so right now is about 6 cents per gigabyte. No subscriptions, no credits. No subscription necessary, and credits do not expire because you're just buying a crypto.
Yeah.
That has a utility. This is something that I think is super important for the development of crypto in the future.
Utility?
It needs to have utility.
Yeah.
We talked about this before. Like,
talk about it every time.
Exactly. You can't just find a shit coin like Doge who has no.
Yeah.
No
my
actual
guy,
utility.
right? Okay, I'm sorry, I got a little loud. My guy Elon Musk is gonna use Doge to power X.
Okay. The issue with Doge.
Don't ever fight me. I'll fight you.
The issue with Doge is that there's
Elon
there's
will
no
handle
cap
this.
on that.
Daddy Elon will handle this.
Okay. Whatever. So,
Don't get nervous now.
Who says I'm nervous? This guy. Okay, so you just connect your wallet. You have access to the coins. You could try 12 gigabytes for $1. Use it whenever. You don't have to use it right away. 12 gigabytes for $1. 60 gigabytes for $5. And 240 gigabytes for $20.
I'll do 250 for $20.
Yeah. What?
I'll do 250 for $20.
For $20. 240, my bad. 240 gigabytes.
Yeah, for $20. Yeah.
You think so?
$20. What's $20?
So I guess
You spend $20 like breathing.
you step outside your house on
That's
a Saturday.
That's
evening.
too expensive. That's $40 right there.
$40.
Breathing on Saturdays is more costly than breathing on a Monday.
Then breathing on Monday. Yeah. Sometimes you get. Nah, you don't.
The cheapest time to breathe is on Tuesday at 3 a.m. Same as the ETH gas fees. Is same time to breathe.
Same time. That's the best time.
That's when you should be breathing the most. Really inhale that oxygen.
Oh,
any other bro? And you know which one's the most expensive the most expensive breath you take? The day you die.
The day you die. It's the most valuable one.
That's like shit. Death.
What? You saying the cheapest one is when you wake up? When you first get born?
You had help for that one. They spanked you on the butt for that one.
Right, here's a freebie. Sup you up.
That one's costly because you're really trying to pull there.
That's when you first when you earn your first $1.
Yeah.
It's like that's funny. But yeah, I hope Orcaed works out.
You're gonna give us your feedback for episode 56.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it is. I have it here. I know where we're at.
Yeah, EP 56. Alex reviews Orcaed.
Ideally, since we're on that topic, please like, share, subscribe. We have a YouTube page. Instagram page, YouTube page. Sometimes crypto. Like the reels. We promise to get better at some point in time.
Yes.
If we don't get better,
then
blame Alex.
Then
just blame him. It makes my life easy if you blame him.
If we don't get better, William will actually leave this podcast. William doesn't want to leave the podcast. That much I know. So, therefore, you follow some logic. We'll get better.
That made no sense.
What?
Dude, that made no sense.
You
follow some logic, it'll get better.
Yeah. Oh, the logic was, if we don't, you'll leave, and you don't want to leave. So,
we can only get better. I see your logic. The way you said that.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff.
I
mean, it's truth.
I'm gonna have a long day tomorrow. Ridiculously long.
He had a 13-hour layover. By the time this airs, it doesn't matter. Because like he say it's right now it matters, but it won't matter when it airs. It's a 13-hour layover.
Yeah, 13-hour layover.
I won't say where because that's too much information.
I'm hoping I get to leave the airport.
I would leave the airport.
Get some food, then come back into the airport. Cause
dude, okay, so if you get there bright and early,
and it's at night.
Listen, you get there bright and early. You leave in the morning. Mm-hmm. You only have to be back 4 hours before.
Yeah, exactly. I could be out all night.
You have 9 hours, respectfully, to kill.
Yeah, I just gotta sleep on the flight over there.
You are,
which I would assume I would be. Yeah.
I'll give you a tip off air.
I'll
give you a tip off air. I can't give it on air. I'll give it to you off air.
He's a professional flyer now. He's a freak. He got a freaking flyer pass.
So
travel cards. VIP lounge at the Miami International Airport.
I don't have it just yet.
He knows where they're all located.
I don't, but I should get one of those.
Might as well. One of what? The
VIP lounges, like flyer miles.
Freaking flyer.
I gotta check it out. I gotta see where I'm at. I think I have in 3 trips I have 12,000 miles.
Oh really?
I think so.
It's a lot of miles.
Son, I bust missions in life, man. You ain't know nothing yet. You don't know nothing.
Apparently, some people say it's good to book travel plans through Costco. Have you tried that?
I haven't. I booked it through. I booked it through my bank because it gives me 5 points, 5 times the points for doing it through there.
Oh, booking it on
through
the bank.
Through the banking.
That's cool.
Travel thing. I wish I could log on to to the airline I use and see how much they.
Yeah,
Like how many miles I
I
have.
still need to learn how to travel more efficiently. I feel like there's like a whole art and class to that really requires a deep dive into like traveling, like the traveling internet.
There's levels to the game.
Yeah, right. Like I don't know. I was looking at like flights prices, and
They vary.
Flights aren't cheap.
They vary. I learned that. Like I booked. So some of my other ones have been more expensive, but I booked my last one. I booked it through on like a Sunday, like at 1 o'clock, and it was like $100-$200 cheaper than the other ones have been.
All right.
And I booked those throughout the week, so that definitely matters.
It's the time of day, day of the week.
Time of week really does matter.
Mm-hmm. How far out in advance you book?
Yeah.
I'm sure if you have like some type of like, man, I don't know. It's just the whole traveling game is that's a whole game in and of itself. Like people make a living from traveling. That's pretty baller status. If you make a living from traveling, props to you. You are an inspiration, filling hopes and dreams of many individuals, William included.
This guy.
William's like, what? You talking for me now?
Whatever.
What are you searching up, William? What you got?
I was looking at the flight thing, but it's weird. I don't know. I don't understand how this thing works for the most part.
Well,
What?
when I get back, I plan on being a new person. Experience a dreadful flight of commute. I'm kidding.
What do you mean?
I feel like I'm going off to war to a degree.
Why are you going off to war?
Just because, like, I don't know, traveling's like exhausting.
I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah.
It doesn't
I know. The thing is, when I get on a plane, I sit my butt down and I don't get back up until I'm getting off the plane.
That's fair. I mean, what else?
Granted, my butt's literally sore at the end of the flight, but I feel like it's the only way I go without like without worrying. Like if my eyes, I fall asleep before I take off, and anytime my eyes open, it's either for food, drink, or to go back to sleep.
That's for this last flight. I literally woke up as the food came and the drinks. I went right back to bed.
Nice. Well,
What's our time?
I got 53 minutes. I don't got much to say. So you got anything else?
No, these were two back to back.
You're ready back to back. I know.
Yeah.
We'll have them more spread out in the future, William. We'll have better content for you guys because we're not gonna have them back to back anymore.
I mean, unless that we have to.
Unless it's absolutely must, but I don't think it will be.
Well then,
Thank you guys
for another week,
of Sometimes Crypto.
the Unscripted Crypto Podcast.
Heyo.
Tune in
For what?
for all of it.
You know what to do.
Like, subscribe, hit the notifications, thumbs up, all the above.
And
Follow.
rate William's shirt in the comments.
Why?
I don't know.
It's just a black shirt.
I'm giving a call to action.
Drink water.
Thank you.